This is what a perfect lasagna look like. You see it's still bubbling. This is what you serve on a table. This is perfect. That's what you call a perfect lasagna. Hello guys. For a Sunday dinner today, I'm gonna make lasagna. But you can always use it for parties. You can always use it for leftovers. You can eat anytime you want. So I'm gonna walk you through the process of how I make my lasagna. Okay? And so for my lasagna, I use 93% meat. I got 2 tablespoons of garlic minced. I have fresh mozzarella. I have ground shredded mozzarella. I have 2 tablespoons of creole seasoning, 2 tablespoons of pepper sauce, and sometimes I use potatoes to season my. I use potatoes. So I boiled a couple of potatoes, like 2, and I cut them into pieces. So I'm gonna season my potatoes. I'm gonna season my meat with some potatoes, and I have my salt, I have my ricotta cheese, and I have of course my pasta sauce. But last but not least, I use my lasagna, 16 ounces of lasagna. So let's get started now. And so I'm gonna season the meat first. Okay. I use this pan here. That's why I like to use my hand. So I use my glove. Okay, this is about 16 ounce. It's about 4.5 pounds of meat. Okay, I might use some of it. And then you can always leave the leftover for sandwiches and so on. Okay, so I'm gonna add the potatoes. And I'm gonna mash it along with the ground beef. Okay, you put it right there. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Already. I'm gonna add my pepper sauce. I'm gonna add the salt. 1 tablespoon of salt. And I'm gonna kind of mix it as I go along. See? Already. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna add my creole seasoning, and I'm gonna distribute the 2 tablespoons among the ground beef. Okay. And I'm gonna add, of course, my garlic. Okay. And I like to smash everything with my hand like that. I add the potatoes, it's for the meat not to be chunky, so it'll soften the meat a little bit. So I love to cook my ground beef with potatoes. So previously I boiled 3 potatoes. Okay, so I can always smash it. I'm gonna continue smashing it with my smasher, like that. So everything can be fine and incorporated, like that. There you go. Voila. Everything should be very fine. And so now I'm going to use my hand to finish the potatoes. I'm gonna use my hand to start smashing everything so everything will be fine like that. Look at that. Yes. You season that baby like that. Make sure everything is seasoned like so. And while cooking, you can always crack the potatoes a little bit so it can blend with the ground beef. Okay, I guess I'm ready to start cooking my ground beef. All right. And so on a medium fire, I'm gonna start cooking the ground beef. Okay, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil. All right, and then I'm gonna add some parsley. All right. Yes, I'm gonna cover the ground beef. Don't let it cook for about 10 minutes, and I'm gonna come and then finish the process. I'm gonna add 1 crunch tomato to the meat to add flavor to it, and I'm gonna also add a crunch pepper, sweet green pepper, just for flavor. Okay, I promise you this is gonna taste so good. All right, so let it cook for a little bit. Let's cover it back. There you go. And so let me check on the ground beef. So I'm gonna smash it from time to time so to make sure everything is cooked properly and evenly. This is beautiful. This is gonna taste real good. See? You gotta smash everything, including the potatoes. Remember the potatoes earlier, it was not really fully crunched, so I'm crunching them as the ground beef is cooking. This is beautiful. Oh, sorry. Beautiful, beautiful. It's been cooking for about 6 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna leave it for another 10 minutes. Okay, so make sure everything is cooked properly. Okay, I'm gonna cover it back. This is beautiful. Okay, this is looking good and good. So I'm gonna let it cook for another 10 minutes. I like to add some sauce, some pasta sauce. I like to add some pasta sauce to the ground beef while cooking. Okay. Okay. Look at this, beautiful. Look at that. Bubbling so beautifully. Soon it'll be ready. I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes or so. But it looks ready to me. Almost ready. Let the pasta sauce sink into it. We're gonna let it, simmer for another 5 minutes. And in the meantime, we're gonna boil our pasta. I'm gonna cover it for a little bit, for about 5 minutes. And I'm gonna reduce the fire a little bit. Okay, it is time for testing. So we're gonna taste the ground beef a little bit. Okay, it's very hot. Ooh, okay. It is ready. So in the meantime, what we're gonna do, we're gonna boil the pasta. This is ready. This tastes really good. Really, really, really good. Okay, I have my boiling water ready. So I'm gonna add probably a tablespoon of oil. Because we don't want the pasta to stick. Okay, so I'm gonna boil my pasta. Since I'm gonna make only 2 rolls, so I'm gonna boil like 7 or 8 strips. Okay, this is for the base. This is for the middle. That's another 3. Total of 10. 1, 2, 3. Just in case one breaks, you know. So we could have an extra. Alrighty. So we have 9, 3 for the base, 3 for the middle, and then the top. So this is all we need for now. Okay, and I'm gonna shake them a little bit. I don't want the pasta to stick. So we're gonna shake them a little bit. Just move them around a little bit. So we don't want the pasta to stick. So I'm gonna boil them for only 2 minutes. 2 minutes, because remember we're gonna put it under the oven for another, I could say 30 minutes or so. So, okay, for 2 minutes. Okay, we've got 1 more minute to go, and then I'm gonna start using my pasta. Beautiful. Yeah, it's not stick. Everything is fine. Everything is boiling beautifully. That's fantastic. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna cut the mozzarella cheese into small pieces, like so. And this is how I'm gonna lay them into the lasagna. And it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, this is for the first row. And we're gonna cut the second for the second roll. It's gonna be very cheesy lasagna. Very cheesy lasagna it's gonna be. But it's gonna taste so good. Alrighty. Okay. I'm gonna cut the second ball. Okay, we want to cover all the surface with cheese and sauce, so we can have a perfect lasagna. I may not use all, but let's see what happens. Okay. All right. So we ready to begin our process. We have our mozzarella cheese, and we have our ricotta cheese. All ready? And we're ready to go. Alrighty. So I'm gonna place my tray like so. Already. And I'm gonna use 2 different type of spoon, because I don't want to dirty the ricotta cheese. So we're gonna start like so. Already. So, okay, we're gonna put we're gonna put the base now. The base will have 3 strips of pasta, like so. This is 1. This is how we lay the lasagna. Okay, this is the second. Right? And it's gonna taste so beautiful. So now we're gonna fill the first roll with some ground beef. Alrighty, this is our ground beef right there. We're gonna fill the first roll with some ground beef that we cooked earlier. This is the ground beef. This tastes so good, so good. It's gonna taste so good, I promise you. Alrighty. We're gonna be very generous. We're gonna put a good amount of ground beef in each roll. And remove the parsley. Alrighty. Beautiful. This is gonna be so beautiful. Okay, there you go. This is it. Right there. Okay. Okay, this is the first one. And what I like to do, all right, so we're gonna start with the ricotta cheese, correct? We're gonna add our ricotta. We're gonna add our ricotta cheese, okay? We're gonna spread out throughout the, we're gonna lay it throughout the first row, just like so. There you go. That's good enough for the first one. And then we're gonna add our mozzarella cheese. That. This is it. It's gonna be very cheesy, like I told you. It's gonna be beautiful. Alrighty. And then we add our pasta sauce. Throw it around like that. Okay. And then we're gonna massage it a little bit. So make sure everything is incorporated evenly. Already. And then the second layer, we're gonna add the second layer now. Add the second layer of pasta. Ready? This is it, beautiful. See, my pasta didn't stick. It's beautiful. So we're gonna have a beautiful pasta. We're gonna have a beautiful lasagna. Okay. And so now we're gonna repeat the process. All right, we're gonna add our ground beef. Ready? There we go. This is the second layer. We're gonna dress this baby properly, beautifully. It'll taste real good. Really, really good. Here you go. We're gonna distribute the ground beef evenly. There you go. Beautiful. This is so beautiful. It's gonna taste so good. I guarantee you. It'll taste so, so good. Right there. There you go. We're gonna have a perfect lasagna. Okay. So now we're gonna add our ricotta cheese. We're gonna repeat the process. This is one, like that, like so, like so, like so. Beautiful, beautiful. Already. And so we're gonna add our cheese, mozzarella cheese. Okay. It's gonna taste beautiful. I promise you that. There you go. All right, that should be enough already. And then we add the sauce again. This is beautiful. Beautiful. There you go. And we're gonna leave some sauce for the top. And so we're gonna cover the top. We're gonna distribute everything just like so. Distribute the sauce and the cheese, so everything should be incorporated. And last but not least, we're gonna put the last layer of lasagna. This is it. I'm gonna cover with some sauce, like that. It's just to avoid the pasta to be dry, because we're gonna put it in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes and so. Okay. This looks so beautiful. Look at that. Alrighty. And then we're gonna put it in the oven for. And I'm gonna put it in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes. So now I'm gonna bake the lasagna for 30 minutes at 400 degrees. Okay. I'm gonna add, I'm gonna add some cheese. I'm gonna put some cheese over, and then put it right back in the oven for another 10 minutes, and then the lasagna should be ready.